How much can you build in AOW for? Like making a build and such. You mean like how much can you customize your person? A lot. Like when you make your like you design the race that you're controlling. Like I made these owl people because they were brand new. You design like 2 features for that race. Like they regenerate faster, they move quicker, they're better in defensive lines, things like that. There's like 50 options. They start with mounts. You can even pick a negative thing, like maybe pick something they're bad at to allow you to pick a third good thing. And after that, you pick their culture, like which kind of determines how your cities play out. Um, and there's things like aristocracy and like magic themed or dark, primal. There's a bunch of options there. You design your ruler. Your ruler could be like a dragon or a giant or a vampire or a mortal or a wizard. And then you choose the class for how your ruler fights, like ritualist or death knight or warrior or mage. And there's a bunch of options there. And then you pick tomes of magic, which are, you know, like these here. And each tome that you master gives you skills or buildings or units. So there's a... Can I be an orc? Yeah, they've got orcs. You can be orcs, and then you can use the Tome of Undeath, and then you can have zombie orcs if you want. Alright, where's the last guy? He's down there, okay. I'm having trouble clicking on the unit I want. Okay, there we go. Alright, it's joined that army. Fishmonger. Bathhouse done. Stone walls. Don't need that. Oh, I can get Master of Chaos now. Which is kind of stupid for a healer. What could be good for the archer guy. Because Adept of Chaos increases crit chance. You can talent the mobs. So, like, for example, my leader for this one, I picked an owl wizard. Again, I picked owl because it was the new thing. Then I found a tome that allows you to change a race in the game to be spiderish. And so now I've got an owl spider wizard. But yeah, there's lots of options. You can make them demonic, you can make them angelic, you can make them undead, make them spidery. There's just tons. Grab these 3 armies. Put them down here. It's called a Drider Owl? Oh, okay. Okay, got another thing for more of the mist. Wait, what? Crimson says people are hating Ubisoft because of Ubisoft. They're review bombing right after release because there's DLCs for skins. Wait, what? What game are we talking about? Dismantle that. Okay, where is the thing to, like, build faster? Founding it, absorbing steady state, -2 turns. There was one over here for making outposts faster, I think. I don't know if it's still there after they reworked this tech tree. Check Materium. There it is. Thanks.
An error has occurred and this user's message will not be played.
Thank you, Yukimaru. Appreciate that. You made me look. Avatar of the Cosmos research is done. Now, do I summon that, or do I train it at a city? You summon it, but requires a Wizard Tower Apex, which I apparently don't have. There it is. Look at all these spider options. Oh, wow. So this city could just straight up train tier 4 spiders now. Vampire Spider Matriarch, Hunter Spider Matriarch, Ice Spider Matriarch, Weaver Spider Matriarch. This is the ranged one. And then the Priest of the Weave. That, dude, the sprite magic flying around, the lust magic on the chest, the spider booty magic. So much going on. Tier 4 support unit. Revives dead friendly units into spiders of the same tier. Webbed transfusion. Heals the target, removes negative status effects, and hurts an enemy that's nearby. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Don't have anything I want to do there. Alright, my goal right now is to finish building around this before killing the last guy so we can see what we get from the last quest. You might have sold me into trying a spider build later. Seems solid. I've done runs where I was basically using summon beasts. Like there's a lot of stuff for summon beasts and then like empowering them. But okay, so we got the outpost. Wait, is this instant? Oh, I'm gonna go over the city cap. Crap. Alright, do a work count. Alright, so work camp, and then claim that tile, and then this claims that tile, and then we would have the whole thing. Oh, I just realized something. I should be able to inspect the Cosmos guy. Oh, no, it was a summon, I can't. It looks like I can't rush the construction of the Apex either. Curse reversal. Prismatic Tower. Reveals the whole map. Or Cosmos Awakening. Enchanted units gain +1 damage of each channel, +1 protection of each channel. Those are both really good. Hero leveled up. Hero leveled up. Increase the range of the ranged unit. I just bought base Age of Wonders 4 just at the moment. See, look like something you would enjoy. Yeah, I think killing that guy ends the map, chat, but I am just trying to drag it out a little bit so we can see these last few new things. Another thing that's kind of cool, Artist Slim, is like if you beat a map with a Lord, like, okay, on this map, this guy with the wizard hat's my Lord. If you beat a map with a Lord, they will keep some of the enchantments that they had on them, and you can play them again on another map. And they'll be level 1 again, but they will keep some of the strength they got from the previous map. So if you keep reusing the same Lord on multiple missions, they can keep powering up in different ways. Dutiful Watch. Cities gain stability per unit tier of each friendly unit inside the city. Instantly gain allegiance with all non-hostile free cities. Also the special perk. Yep. I've had some runs where I got carried by the special perk. There's one called Guardian Angel that I really like. And it's like, from turn 1, anytime you get in battle, a tier 3 angel unit will be on your side of the battle. And it really, really helps in some of the early battles if you're playing on the tougher difficulties. Alright, got all 6. At last, the key areas around the Moor of the Mist are secured, and with it a bright sun ray broke through the fey clouds and mists. But as the remaining Mistwalkers retreat and the scattered Disciples' forces regroup at the edge of the conquered terrain, a terrible aura emerges from the trees. Rumblings of thunder, agitated twittering of strange birds, the fell hiss of steam, and the howling of winter winds all coalesce against the golden radiance of the heavens. Lit up by the sun's ray, a single Polari whelpling begins to sing a lullaby of hope, to which many others soon follow one after another. Join the swelling chorus. In this way, the fearful Duathidae were warded off, and Ham Binger emerged before the reclaimed Moor of the Mist. All around the moor, Polari and Fae alike raised songs of hope and warding as Ham scaled its steps. At its summit, he emerged alongside Dawnusk to channel Duatha's dreaming spirit through the gifts of the Giacidae to slowly unravel the realm's afflicted nightmare. Powerless against these mounting forces, the Duathidae servants dissipated like mist before the sun. As mist faded and clouds parted before the shimmering sun, a bright rainbow graced down upon the Moor of the Mist. Thus Polari rejoiced the burrow dens were saved at last. Okay, so I didn't think it was, but it was a win condition. So, flashbang. So that was a way to get a win on that map. I had to redo some battles, but I kept that War Golem alive the entire map. It gave that to me on turn 1. You have broken the Duathidae's grasp on the Burrow Downs and repelled the assault on the Circle of Diogai. Alright. Sweet.
Thus, the Duathidae's servants were cast out from the Burrow Downs, and the realm was astir with joy, as Polari folk, young and old, resurfaced to celebrate. They joined the Fey rebels in the Mistflow Gardens, where Hambinger channeled Melina's magic to evoke a spirit of friendship and love. New hope was kindled, that one day the Geshaday would be freed from their enchantment and return laughter and merriment to all of Duatha.
Do you want him in your Pantheon? Yes. Select a trait. Alchemist. Support abilities grant +2 positive status effects. Cosmos Chosen. For each affinity at or above 5, gain the corresponding passive ability. Astral. At the start of the turn, within 3 hexes, friendly units will heal 5 temp hit points and gain bolstered resistance, and enemy units take 5 damage. Chaos, friendly units gain strengthen and fortune, enemies take fire damage. Materium, friendly units heal and gain bolstered defense, enemies take damage.
Claylex raided my stream with 7 viewers.
Hey Claylex, thank you for the raid. We are playing the new DLC of Age of Wonders 4. It's kind of like Civ or Heroes of Might and Magic, if you guys have played that. Cosmos Manifest Nature. At the start of the turn within 3 hexes, friendly units. Okay, so basically this guy just gets an awesome aura around him within 3 hexes that gets more powerful the more things you get over 5 affinity. But on like turn 1, it's not going to do anything. Extended command unit. At the start of combat, you get a lieutenant, which is a tier 2 fighter. Field Abjurer. Non-hero units in your army gain... When this unit's total hit points reach 60% or lower, gain 3 grace. Fiery Seductor. Gain Kiss of Seduction. What does that do? Target... Imagine this thing coming to kiss you. Kiss of Seduction. Target non-hero enemy unit has a 90% base chance of becoming dominated. Okay, so it's like a mind control thing. Alright, Living Spider Nest. When you reach 60% health or lower, summon a tier 2 spider. When you reach 30% health or lower, summon a tier 2 spider. Additionally, allows drafting tier 1 and tier 2 spiders from your cities. Overlord's Hunger. Gain stacks of Gorge at the start of combat when killing an enemy unit. Upon reaching 5 stacks, remove them and gain demonic satiation. Prophet. Target friendly unit gains morale strengthened and cascades. At the start of combat, conjure a morning sprite or an evening sprite that stays until the end of combat. That's just a tier 1 though. Thoyana's Contortion. Summon an abominable mistling. Wait, that's tier 5. You keep the secret spell? I mean, that would cost a crazy amount of mana. Dude, imagine you're fighting on turn 1 against this guy and he summons a T5 unit. It's just like, I win. The mana, the problem would be the mana cost, though. I mean, I don't know that I'm going to play this guy again, but I'll keep the secret spell. Can be cast on any hex adjacent to your hero's ruler or one of your cities. Yeah, so it probably needs the higher tier stuff. Okay, rewards. So this is my Pantheon. What if anything did they add? Bird nest? A hero helmet that's a bird nest? Arachnus crown. Arachnus spider legs. Oh, the ones that were like on your back. Alright, so I think that's all cosmetic stuff. Is there anything new here? This UI needs a search bar? Yeah. Fortunately, you're not doing stuff in here that often. What is this? Alright.
Choose your destination.
Okay. So, the second thing of the story. Carissa has returned to Obadoth to wreak havoc upon one vital wizard circle that is keeping greater evils at bay. Side with its fallen warden to protect the Astral Sea, or join the Fury on a wild crusade for chaos. Looks very inviting. Alright. Lava-drenched realm. Covered in lava and various small islands, but contains a vast underground to explore. Has ashlands, chasm, and lava all over the place. Not much sand, no ice. Infernal fiends plague the realm. Features unusually powerful free cities, which have grown into city-states of their own right with a pride to match. They start with +5 population. Whispering stones are half effective. Expendable legions. Life is cheap in this realm, and with that comes a near limitless supply of recruits. However, elites and powerful monsters are in turn much harder to come by. Tier 1 units have recruitment costs decreased by 50%. Tier 1s are expendable. Tier 3 and up units have recruitment costs increased by 50%. Shrouded Isles. Ancient gates are scattered throughout the realm. They lead to floating isles in a mysterious dimension with powerful god ear hid away their most prized secrets. Alright.
Your journey starts here.
All right.
What is your people's form?
Yeah, whoever asked about orcs earlier, there's orcs. Let's see. Weaver spider mounts. So there was already spider mounts. I guess this is just like a different graphic of the spider mount. Dude, some of these cost 4, what the heck? So I could try to get a full armies of flying mounts just to cross terrain easier. Certainly not required. Think of the lava hazards? Yeah. Light-footed is nice. Your units can pass through each other in combat. Desolate adaptation, able to build on desolate terrain. I remember in the last mission, I did underground adaptation because we started in the underground, but then we immediately moved to the above ground and I wasted the adaptation. What is the cheapest flying mount? Looks like they cost 3 points. Fractured eagles.
What is that?
The eagles have like a hole in their head. So the thing is, if any of the troops are on the ground, the army's on the ground. I don't think the army can like fly over lava if there's someone in the army that's ground-based.
What is your people's form?
Yeah. It would be helpful for scouts, but I'm not too worried about that. Let's do light-footed and